Hi everybody, Hunt Fit Ted here, and today I'm going to show you how you can grill a venison leg that'll make all your friends envious. You want meals for days? Here's the solution. All right, every year I take several hindquarters and front shoulders and put them in the freezer whole. I just wrap them in an unscented trash bag and they'll stay good for a couple months. So take them out a couple days in advance, get ready for smoking or grilling. I prefer to grill the hindquarters more to a medium rare. And like in this video, you're going to see on the front shoulders, you're going to want to grill for a long time, low, slow, break down all that collagen and connective tissue, and you will have something that will make your friends envious and your wife very happy. Now, you're also going to get meals for days here because this venison shoulder has a lot of meat on it. You couldn't possibly eat it all in one sitting. So in this video, over a 3-day period, I show you how you can have sliced smoked venison on night number 1, fresh off the grill. Then 2 nights later, we had shredded venison sandwiches, which the night in between we had leftovers, and then the night after we had leftovers. So it was 4 nights of excellent eats and good family dinners off of 1 venison leg. And there were probably some lunches mixed in there too. So here's just how you're going to be able to do that. At the end, stay tuned to the end of the video here, because I'm going to have a pro tip that can help you take all your grilling to the next level. Excellent tip that has made a big difference in all my grill maintenance, and the finished product on the food also. So if you like this content, please comment. Let me know what you think of this. Let me know if you'd like to see a video on smoking turkey legs and thighs also. And always, please subscribe to my channel and share and tell all your friends about it. Thank you very much for supporting me, and I hope you enjoy the video. So this morning I put a big old doe front shoulder on the grill. I seasoned it up with So here's what we got so far. I've got that venison leg. Oh man, it's looking good. On my cherry wood fire, I just keep cherry wood underneath there. Looking good. So I will smoke this sucker low and slow all day long. I'll put my thermometer in there in a little while because I'm going to cook it to an internal temperature, and I'll check back in a little while. Same one.
Yep.
All right, so we're back. Just wanted to get a little more details on this. So we got this front shoulder. Here, come over here so you can show them what this dude looks like. Front shoulder with a little bit of extra neck trimming meat that I just kept on there on the top side. And we've achieved a temperature of 165 degrees, and that took about 4 hours to get there. So now that we reached that 160 to 170 mark, we want to begin to cover it now, to where we really start to break down that connective tissue, and it doesn't dry out. Now keep in mind how lean venison is. So one of my little tricks that I always do for venison is this is just a mixture of bacon grease and butter, a little bit of coconut oil in there also. So I'm gonna just cover that. We don't want it to be too dry and lean. Want it to be nice and juicy, and sometimes you just have to supplement these lean wild game meats. So we'll let that do its thing. Also going to put some sauce on top, because ultimately this is just going to be I'm going to make pulled venison sandwiches out of this. So I'll probably come back and put some more of this on here, but I want to get it going for now. And now we will begin phase 2 of the cooking process, of which we will be covering and cooking until about 205 to 210 degrees. And because we've got the additional fats in there and it's covered, we should continue to remain all nice and juicy. All right, that's good. All right, we just achieved our internal temperature of 205 degrees. And as you can see, we're peeling away from the bone, which is a good sign. I had to grab that little sample right there. Tastes absolutely delicious. So we're gonna pull this root off. Look at that scapula poking out. It's tough to do this one-handed while videoing, but got the veggies on over there. We're at 205. We're coming clean off the bone. All right, so I will pour a little bit more of my bacon grease, butter, and coconut oil concoction on here, and just let it sit and come to a complete thermal halt. And shred it, pull it apart. We're gonna have pulled venison tonight, and then tomorrow we will have pulled venison shredded barbecue style sandwiches. So this is an easy way that you can get multiple meals out of one cut. All right, now that we're done, that is what you call a clean extraction. Oh, we probably cooked that dude for about 8 hours, maybe 9. I didn't time it exactly, but I'm looking for internal temperature, but about 8 hours, and it's just falling apart. So the key to this is, you're gonna make multiple meals here. For tonight's meal, we wanna eat the larger chunks, and we wanna cut across the grain. So we're gonna go against the grain on these larger chunks like this, and it will create a piece that just falls apart. Versus the outer bark and the tougher tissue that is gonna be more stringy and long, and that's what you wanna set aside for your shredded barbecue. Like this is kind of tough from cooking, and this is fall apart. Against the grain, shredded with the grain. A little bit of time, a little bit of patience, but at the end, it'll make your tongue slap your brains out. All right, so here we are 3 days later after I smoked that front shoulder of that big old doe. And I had a gallon Ziploc bag totally full of meat that was sliced and or shredded. And I just got done making my own barbecue sauce, and then added the meat. So after several days of eating just the smoked venison shoulder, sliced and typically eaten about like you would brisket, now we're going to pull it and shred it and make shredded venison sandwiches. And I will, like a baguette, I think is what we have in there, and melt some cheese over it, toast it in the oven, and pile the shredded venison on there, and it'll be delicious. Or it can be eaten plain without the bread, if that's what you choose.
What are you doing?
Just stirring the shredded venison.
Why did you pause it?
Because I'm making a video.
What?
Because I'm making a video.
Oh.
Shredded venison. Toast some cheese. There's the extra sauce. I always make a big batch. Gonna toast that baguette.
You want to get kicked out of an omelet?
All right, here's the finished product. A toasted baguette with cheese and shredded venison. We went with cheddar and Gruyere. I would typically go with provolone, but we didn't have any provolone, and we're on quarantine lockdown. day 98, and that's shredded venison sandwiches. So I'm out here grilling again, actually in the process of editing the video from the venison leg and how to make that last for a great meal for 3 or 4 nights. And I'm grilling, getting ready to grill some fish, and I thought of something I should have mentioned, a little tip that has greatly increased the cookability of my grill, and it lasts a lot longer. So, all right, you see people with their rusty grill slats all the time, and they're just all falling apart and everything. The best way to avoid that, in my opinion, is I keep a Tupperware container and a towel. This towel is probably 6 years old, I'm gonna guess, 6 to 8 years old, and it's just nothing but soaked in oil. Every once in a while, I just put some fresh oil on it and just work your grill like this. Every time before I put food on the grill, a well lubricated grill will cook better, your food won't stick to it, and it will last a lot longer. I mean, these things basically look like new in there. Let's see here. Got this grill in 2007. Broke it in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the AFC Championship game with the Pittsburgh Steelers against hosting the Baltimore Ravens. So I've had it for 13 years. And that is a great way to take good care of your grill and get a better product when you're cooking.